Our school district is honored to participate in the League of Women Voters celebration of Black History Month. The journey to being awarded unitary status is the foundation of our school district's long history of excellence and equity and high-ranking performance on national, state, and local metrics. Ms. Beaman, please walk us through the unitary status journey.
Certainly. Prior to 1970, the schools in Seminole County were segregated by law. What that meant is that the Black students were served in different schools, separate and apart from white students. And then in 1970, the United States of America filed a lawsuit against 6 school districts in Florida, including Seminole County. And the result of that was an order by the Middle District Court to convert to a unitary school system. And so that began the journey, the steps toward unitary status. In 1970, there was an approved desegregation plan, and the district operated under that plan for many, many years. But it really wasn't until 1995 where, in my opinion, the true work really began. And what occurred was that the school board submitted for the opening of the new Winter Springs High School and the attendance boundary for that, and it was rejected. It was rejected by the Department of Justice, and the school board at that time said to the superintendent to make all necessary steps to move for the declaration of unitary status. Unitary status is achieved when a court determines that the school district has eliminated the vestiges of its dual system, that system where Black students are served in one way and white students served in another way. And so the analysis rises from a Supreme Court case, 1968, Green versus the New Kent County School Board. And the court looks at a number of different things within the system before making a determination of unitary status. Student assignment, faculty assignment, staff assignment, extracurricular activities, and transportation are a number of the things that the court will look at, the green factors, before declaring a school district to be unitary. Dr. Cote, I know that your work in the district office began soon after the board directed the superintendent. Please share the steps that the district took to become a nationally recognized premier school district.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Beaman. As you indicated, in the late 90s, there was a much more aggressive approach towards attaining unitary status. And one of the first requests from the United States Department of Justice was to address an informal discovery request, which was a series of multifaceted questions, 59 questions, that generated 9 banker boxes of information submitted to the United States Department of Justice. And this was a requirement to dig very, very deeply into the practices that occurred in our schools that resulted in some cases, having a dual system still in place. And after that work was done, several consent decrees were negotiated to address the issue. In particular, in the year 2000, we were awarded unitary status in the areas of faculty assignment and transportation, meaning that our faculty was representative of our community, and our transportation efforts provided access to programs and did not create barriers for students from all parts of the district to experience high educational opportunities. The foundation for our advanced placement and international baccalaureate success really resulted from our consent decrees. And so during that time, we eliminated barriers to students taking advantage of those important higher level courses. And over time, that's contributed to us becoming a nationally premier district. The work has also resulted in the establishment of educational pathways e-pathways, and that's something unique to Seminole County Public Schools. That recognizes that all students have a passion for a particular type of learning, and our responsibility is to make sure they have access to follow that passion. Ms. Beaman, please highlight school assignment, program enhancements, and facility upgrades that resulted from the negotiated consent decrees.
Among the many changes that occurred in the district towards achieving the goal of unitary status, the most notable include the creation of the school zone to populate the new Winter Springs High School in the latter part of the 90s, the creation of the Northwest and Northeast elementary cluster zones, the conversion of Goldsboro to an elementary magnet school, the placement of a fine arts program at Midway Elementary School, the establishment of Sanford Middle School as a math and science magnet, the establishment of Millennium Middle School as a fine arts magnet, the establishment of 2 magnet programs at Seminole High School, the Academy of Health Careers and the International Baccalaureate program, the establishment of the Choices Department, now the Student Assignment and Program Access Department, to oversee the various student transfers which were available to Seminole County students, the opening of Bentley Elementary School in the Northwest Cluster. Dr. Cote, when did you feel that the district's efforts would result in the court's determination that the school board had reached a place where unitary status could be granted?
Well, as we discussed previously, in 2000, we were awarded unitary status on 2 factors, student assignment and transportation. As we continued to work to address areas of improvement, we realized that it was important to demonstrate to the court that the board had a commitment to maintaining a unitary system after unitary status was awarded. And so in 2003, the board created 2 very important policies, our excellence and equity policy and our student assignment policy. Both of those policies are at the heart of maintaining a unitary system. And what is really interesting is that when the board was ready to go to request declaration of unitary status, there was no trial. Do you know why that was, Ms. Beaman?
Yes, I do. In 2006, the district moved by motion for the court to declare the school board as having achieved unitary status. And in that motion, the district stated, "The district has taken great steps to remedy the violations originally found by this court 34 years ago in 1970. At that time, the district was found to have operated a dual school system on the basis of race. Now, not one school in the district has a racially identifiable student body. Faculty assignments meet the court's guidelines, and the district maintains equitable educational facilities throughout the county. The district has also demonstrated that it can be trusted not to return to its segregated past by its consistent compliance with the orders of the court and through its ongoing good faith efforts to ensure educational equity and the preservation of the progress the district has achieved. The district is committed to ensuring that all Seminole County school children will continue to enjoy equal educational opportunities in district schools after unitary status." In March of 2006, the Middle District Court, on the basis of a joint stipulation between the district and the Department of Justice, determined the Seminole County Public School District to be one that had achieved unitary status. And today, after almost 50 years since the filing of that original lawsuit, the school board continues to offer an excellent and equitable education to each and every student in Seminole County.
Thank you, Ms. Beaman, for your work to make sure we're maintaining a unitary system, and certainly to our superintendent and to our board for adhering to the policies that led to us being awarded that very, very important designation. And thank you to the League of Women Voters for allowing us to share this very important journey and for their continued support of Seminole County Public Schools.